It's a threat, I tell you. A threat to every man, woman, and child living in the greater Chicago area. Certainly there are those who will scoff, those who will jeer. But they are urban dwellers. They have yet to experience the scourge of the suburbs, the green death, the blight we call crabgrass.
Time's up, buddy.
Excuse me, according to parliamentary law, I have the floor.
You have the floor?
Yes, I have the floor.
He's right, Ray. He does have the floor. Now he has the floor.
You kicked him. No, I didn't. The man is unconscious. You lost him.
The chair recognizes...
Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
No, I'm not. I mean, not now. At least not officially. I mean, ordinarily, yes, I am a mounted policeman, but I'm not here in any official capacity.
May I ask why you are here?
Yes, Madam Chair. Sir, earlier this evening, a man told me that people would prefer their own death rather than risk everything for an ideal. And this is something I find extremely difficult to reconcile.
And you came here because...
I didn't know where else to go. You are the people's elected representatives, and if we can't trust your judgment, who can we trust?
What exactly is your quandary, sir?
My neighbors are being evicted from their homes. A certain businessman, Mr. John Taylor.
Mr. Taylor's development plans are a matter of record, Constable, and if you need further explanation, I suggest that you speak to the city clerk's office.
I'm well aware of Mr. Taylor's plans, sir. No, my question actually is for you. Why did you approve them?
Do you represent anyone besides yourself, Constable?
Sir?
These other tenants, your neighbors, where are they tonight?
Well, they are not here tonight. They were unable to attend.
So you're only here to speak for yourself, and these 50 tenants, for all we know, they may not even exist.
No, I assure you, sir, that really is not the situation.
Time.
Excuse me?
Time. Time's up. Step down.
Oh, sorry, I don't understand.
Each speaker has 1 minute, Constable, and I'm afraid if you wish to say any more, you'll have to come back tomorrow night. May we have the next speaker, please?
Point of order, Madam Chairman.
We'll get to you, sir.
But my question...
I'm afraid those are the rules.
Step down, please.
But I... No.
Step down, please.
No, I'm afraid I can't do that.
This is my minute. You are using my minute.
No. You see, your minute was incredibly boring, so it was canceled.
Constable, I'm going to have to insist that you leave the podium.
No.
Excuse me?
With all due respect, sir, I refuse to yield the floor.
Point of personal privilege, Madam.
That man is exhausted.
Oh, God, a filibuster. He's going to filibuster.
What?
He's going to talk us to death. We'll be here all night.
I don't have time for that. I'm a city councilman, for God's sakes. I've got a golf game in the morning.
You know you're wasting your time.
Possibly.
The best you're going to get is a bad case of laryngitis.
Probably.
Lozenges?
Cherry flavored?
On my way.
Thank you kindly.
I could have packed the place if you waited for the morning edition.
What about a TV crew?
And Lucy exclusive? No.
American Crisis. My grandmother gave me that book for my birthday.
Do unto thy neighbor. You would have thought at least some of them would have shown.
But my grandmother failed to see how rooting about in the dirt with a toy bulldozer was going to broaden my horizons. I was resentful, naturally. So the next day I took the present and I attempted to feed it to a passing walrus. Successfully, I might add.
Oh, God.
At least you didn't start with Geronimo.
Anybody want to make an easy 50? All right, how about 100? 100 apiece. All you got to do is listen to some Canadian quote an American revolutionary.
Which revolutionary?
Like it makes a difference? $100 upstairs.
For my 7th birthday, I requested a go-kart, but I received a book. My 8th birthday, I wanted a Johnny 7, but again, I received another book. On my 9th birthday, I wanted a guppy. But again, I received another book. And finally, by my 11th birthday, I realized that my toy box contained virtually no toys at all. Rather, it was lined with some of the most seditious reading material available through mail order.
All right, anybody else? Come on, I got free money here. $100 to listen to some Canadian quote an American revolutionary. Thank you very much. Upstairs, council chambers.
No, I haven't been drinking. Look, you got 10 minutes to get a camera crew down here, or I call WPOV and give him one hell of a scoop. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't do that. My word is my bond. Fine. Hi. Hi, Mari. Hi. Mackenzie King here. Listen, you got 10 minutes to get a camera crew down to City Hall, or I call Jack over at WZMR and give him one hell of a scoop. No, I haven't been drinking.
You always give money to strangers.
This is better than money. This is a 1972 Buick Riviera, or what's left of it.
You should have kept the money.
That summer, my grandmother took me swimming. The water had risen to just above freezing, and I clung to her as we waded deeper into the river. I'd never before noticed the burn marks she had on her upper arms and on her shoulders. When I asked her how she'd come by them, she said simply that she had been burned. Later, my father told me the full story. My grandmother was 19, and she was teaching in a small Inuit village when a fire swept through and it surrounded them. Their only means of escape was through a river that had been torn by rapids. And most of the adults died because they were too afraid to brave the water. But my grandmother was supported by an idea, and with this idea, she led the children deeper into the river. And they clung to her as she held on to the roots of a tree as it burned above them. The heat was so intense that it melted most of her hair and left second-degree burns on her upper body. If she had let go, they all would have been swept away. But she didn't let go, and they survived. My grandmother maintained that it was not the river that saved them. Rather, it was an idea.